Xiaomi receives 89,000 SU7 orders roughly in 24 hours. This car is a Model 3 competitor. It's not a bad start. That's quite a few orders. But they did say they will be losing money on every single one of these. In China, Tesla is promoting battery tech. It cited 12% degradation on a Model S after 200,000 miles. This is a bit crazy when you think about it. Assuming that these estimates from Sequoia and Goldman are accurate, Tesla FSD is already generating more revenue than the rest of the AI industry combined. So Sequoia estimated that the AI industry spent $50 billion on the NVIDIA chips used to train advanced AI models last year, but brought in only $3 billion in revenue. And Goldman is estimating that FSD is already worth $1 to $3 billion in sales, with upside to $75 billion by 2030. If you are looking to buy a Tesla vehicle, or you know someone who wants to buy a Tesla vehicle, today is probably the best time to buy a new vehicle, because usually Tesla has the highest incentives on the last day of the quarter. So if you know anyone, tell them to buy it right now. Make sure to look at the inventory for the best price. Omar finally got his hands on the newest FSD version, 12.3.3, and he actually did a drive. He says these are not that different, so his friend or acquaintance was getting overly excited about it, I guess. Well, maybe it worked for him, but not for Omar. In my first drive with the newest version in the rain last night, I had several safety critical takeovers, so may not be ready yet for a wide release. He just posted this as I'm recording, otherwise I would have put this in the very beginning. AJ has a few thoughts about what's going on at Tesla right now. Number one, Elon took money earmarked for Mexico and bought more compute. If that's what actually happened, it's not a bad thing, but Tesla has enough cash to do both at the same time if it really wanted to. So do I really buy that argument? Not fully. I think there's some truth in it though, perhaps. Number two, next generation vehicle with steering wheel is put on ice, maybe forever. I hope not. I'm a more conservative investor in a way, so I would not be a fan of that. Do it once it is abundantly clear that FSD is already working as well as a human driver could drive the car. Number 8, as Tesla's current fleet of 6 million vehicles increasingly adopts FSD and take rate on new vehicle sales increases, Tesla will be awash in cash and doesn't need to lower cost vehicle to drive volume growth. If Omar is still getting critical safety disengagements from time to time, even if they are not common, I don't want Tesla to focus just on robotaxis. Not yet. Although, look at what's happening here. This is very bullish for us Tesla stock investors. Based on what I have seen, I will be losing $200 a month. I have followed FSD development since the beginning. Always thought the pricing was too high given the unpolished product. I would have not subscribed for the $200 subscription. I just bought FSD outright. I paid the full price. I think with V12, that may finally be changing. Just tried my commute and no interventions. We'll need to test more. Free trial is great. Is AI going through a bubble? Friends that recently joined AI startups told me that while it looks shiny on the surface underneath, they were surprised by the expense. Comparing when I was writing an indie game for iOS back in 2008, the cost was a fraction of that, since the only recurring expense was Apple developer account and the internet. The AI industry spent 17 times more on NVIDIA chips than it brought in revenue. Yeah, I think there will be many companies collapsing. I'm talking about startups. And by the way, that $50 billion spent, it's not like they brought back in $3 billion in profits. No. It's just revenue. So whatever you are doing, on top of that $50 billion, you still have employees to pay, you still have office expenses to pay, you still have all of these other expenses. No one got hurt here, and do not attempt anything like this, but these AI stocks, they sure are flying very high. I just don't think we can have a happy ending with a lot of these AI stocks like here. Even the heaviest Teslas don't spin like that. Oh, here's a reason why I wouldn't buy that new Xiaomi SU7 vehicle. With a Tesla vehicle, this would not happen. Not just because it is better designed as a vehicle, physically speaking, but the software would have prevented you to accelerate in a way that would have caused any of this. This is more a software problem than it is a hardware problem. I think this is a bullish statement for us Tesla stock investors. I just saw a Cybertruck in Fishers, and they look just as stupid as I thought they would. And now I won one. YouTube says you should watch this video next. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. My name is Matt Postius, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.